As the Path to Pandora series continues, Empire magazine brought its first tease for the May issue with a brand new concept art focusing on Loak and talking about how the Way of Water was essentially split into two movies. Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day. And of course this news dropped while I was at work today, so after work I rushed home to open the article and see this beautiful concept art of Loak on top of an ILU. Now the article, which I will leave a link to in the description and the pinned comment below, talks about Avatar Fire and Ash, as the film was split from the Way of Water as they had many great ideas. The article goes, quote, Avatar Fire and Ash almost didn't exist at all. James Cameron's original plan was to follow up his 2009 mega smash Avatar with 3 sequels. But when he and his writer's room got into developing the story, there proved just too much juicy material. Hence, as Cameron tells Empire in our latest Path to Pandora dispatch, some of the story planned for Avatar The Way of Water got developed as a whole other film. Cameron states, quote, in a nutshell, we had too many great ideas packed into Act 1 of 2. The film was moving like a bullet train and we weren't drilling down enough character. So I said, guys, we've got to split it. While The Way of Water was epic in its own right, movie 3 will actually be a little bit longer than movie 2, end quote. So it's interesting that he talks about the runtime, as I believe that The Way of Water was just over 3 hours, like 3 hours and 10 minutes or something. So how much longer Avatar Fire and Ash will be is up for discussion. In any case, the article continues, quote, for both The Way of Water and Fire and Ash, Cameron was joined by screenwriters Jaffa and Amanda Silver in the writers' room that also included Joss Friedman, assigned Avatar 4, and Shane Salerno, Avatar 5. As Amanda Silver says, quote, it was spectacular. You're talking about a character deeply for days and days, and all of a sudden there they are. The characters needed to breathe. These movies are a lot more than just propulsive plot and gorgeous spectacle. I mean, these are real characters, end quote. The article then concludes by Cameron stating, quote, these characters are amalgams of us, our childhoods, our role as parents, the mistake we made, and probably to some extent continue to make us parents. I mean, Jake is a hard-ass motherfucker. He's worked very hard on his kids. Well, that's me. The article then talks about Jaffa, who poured much of himself into Jake's middle child, Loak, who we see in this new concept art from Fire and Ash, riding an ILU. Continuing, quote, a good friend of mine who saw Way of Water, a woman I grew up with, wrote to me after she'd seen it and said that the relationship between Loak and Neytiri reminded her of the relationship I had with my old brother, end quote. So not too much details about the actual movie, as the article just talks about The Way of Water essentially being split up into 2 movies due to the writers having too many great ideas, or should I say James Cameron. But we do know that this movie will be longer than The Way of Water, and although this concept art by Dylan Cole is absolutely stunning, it does remind me a bit more of The Way of Water than Fire and Ash. Regardless, it is less than a week until the next issue of Empire magazine, so hopefully we'll get some more information in the next couple of days.